As you probably know, the word movie is a nickname for moving pictures. And in the early days of filmmaking, it must have truly seemed like magic. In the late 1800s, the Pettibone Brothers Manufacturing Company produced magic lanterns, like this one, which were widely used by traveling showmen projecting images onto white backdrops. Imagine for a moment what that must have been like. You're sitting in a dark tent, suddenly the white backdrop is revealed and a single image appears. Then, when seen in the right order, in the right light, and at the right speed, those images seem to come to life to create a magical new world. For over 100 years. In that time, we have turned out some of the most memorable film moments in Hollywood history.
Hold on to your butts.
Nice outfit.
Thank you. From the very beginning, the basic concept of the filmmaking process has remained the same, to make the audience believe that everything you see is real.
Today's filmmakers have more tools than ever before. High-tech cameras, super fast computers, but they still rely on a category of effects so distinctive, they're known as special.
And the earliest form of special effects are called practical effects. Those are done on set, right in front of the camera. Our first example of practical effects, models. Universal's 1932 film The Mummy made use of miniature effects, including scale models like this one from its title sequence. And you can tell that's a model because if you look closely at the real pyramids, they don't say The Mummy. Universal relaunched The Mummy in 1999, and the Sphinx from the opening shot of that movie is this model right here. This is the actual model used during that filming. And the attention to detail, even this close, is unbelievable. The scaffolding, the hieroglyphics. I think Susan would agree that models are still a great way to fool the camera, right, Susan?
Oh, absolutely. Another filmmaking tool that also fools the camera is the glass mat. In the terrifying film The Birds, the brilliant Alfred Hitchcock had matte paintings created to achieve the eerie look he wanted for the town of Bodega Bay. Take a look at the side screens. In this literal bird's eye view of the town, only the fire and the parking lot were real. Everything else was hand-painted on glass to create a map and then dropped in front of the camera. And then the footage of the birds was incorporated to complete the effect.
So we've shown you two forms of practical effects so far. First models and now the glass mat.
And there's also a category of practical effects that involves performers and not just props. Practical stunts! Please welcome our special effects show stunt department!
Yeah! Whoa! That was awesome. I mean, Carlos comes in upside down on this side. You got Kara flying in over here. How come you and I don't get an awesome entrance like this team?
Because we're wearing nice clothes. You may not know their faces, but you have seen their work in countless television and movie projects, sometimes as stunt doubles for some of your favorite favorite stars. We have Kara Coe here, Jay Huerto, and our stunt coordinator, Carlos Reyes. Welcome. Carlos, is it safe to say that stunt performers almost always double for actors when there's a fight scene?
Yes, come to find out, actors don't like it punched in the face.
Punched in the face?
Yeah, like this.
Oh, is he okay?
You okay?
I'm okay.
All right, you can get set up. Now, when staging a fight, the art of illusion is very important. All the moves have to be realistic enough to fool the camera, but without getting anybody injured. So the performers have to make it look believable. Now, let me set our scene. Exterior, dark alley, dead of night. A couple nefarious characters are about to mess with the wrong woman. Ready and action!
Where you go?
Any of our friends out there should try at home, right?
That is correct, Susan.
Woo! Great job! Don't worry, Dave will be back.
Oh!
Did you notice the sound effects in that last scene? All those dynamic punches and the dumpster hits. Ryan, what do we call those added sounds?
Call that foley. You may have heard of the term foley, which is the process of adding sound effects to movies after they're done filming, but do you know its origins? Jack Foley wore many hats, a silent movie director, writer of westerns, even a stunt double. But when he started doing sound effects for Universal back in the 20s, that's when he really made a name for himself. For over 30 years, Foley worked in Soundstage 10, right here on the Universal lot. And if you couldn't recreate a sound effect in that soundstage, you just went out and got it live. Inventing a technique called direct-to-picture, Foley and his small crew would record all of the sound effects for a finished movie in one single take. The synchronization with the movements of that film had to be perfect because one mistake and they started over from the very beginning. Here to help show us that art of Foley, give it up for our first volunteers!
Our family from Antigua, California.
Yeah, welcome! Thanks so much for helping us out today. They're going to help demonstrate how the simple items on this table can be repurposed to sound like something completely different than what you might think. For example, in Foley, a water bottle could be used to articulate the sounds of breaking bones. Something like this. Check it out. You kids can try that at home. Parents love it. All right, let's see what they have to Foley. It's from the movie Identity Thief, starring Jason Bateman and Melissa McCarthy. Now, while you watch this split screen, keep one eye on the scene itself, but make sure you look right next to it at the Universal Foley artists hard at work. Check it out.
Now I have a plan.
See? Piece of cake, right? Yeah, you got this. Quick recap of the sound effects so everyone's caught up to speed. I'll be helping you out up here on the crash box filled with loud items. When I spin this, it's going to simulate the crash sounds into that bookshelf and over the chair. Aria, you have some shoes glued to sticks for any of the walking or running in the scene. Layla, you have rolled up paper wrapped tightly in tape and a cutting board for those body falls onto the ground. You've got boxing gloves for the throat punch and the face smacks there. And last but not least, the cowbell and the mallet for that panini into the back of the head. And this is where things get kind of crazy. You really have to use your imaginations because these handcuffs are going to make the sound of handcuffs. Yeah, get ready. Speaking of ready, you look ready. You want to give it a shot? Yeah? Okay, you're ready. I know my booth is ready. So let's roll sound, sound speeding, and action. Cut! Beautifully done! That was great! Amazing done! Right this way. Why don't you step boldly over here? We're gonna go right down this way. Awesome. See, now not bad, right? But now comes my favorite part. We're gonna take the actual dialogue and music from that scene, but lay over their Foley track we just recorded live. And I'm gonna see if I need to grab you some applications, right? So we're gonna line up right here. Perfect. Turn around. Everyone check out these side screens.
Get over here and give me your wrist. Okay? Now I have a plan.
It was perfect! Take a bow! Nicely done! Perfect.
Thank you so much. Yeah, you did it. While Universal has made great films in every genre, the studio really made a mark over the years, creating some of the industry's most terrifying thriller and horror films. Let's take a peek. Effects. Emerging from the shadows just behind me are the stars of our horror family, some of the classic Universal monsters. We have maquettes of Dracula, Chucky and his bride, Michael Myers, Imhotep from The Mummy, Phantom of the Opera, and Mother Bates, the perfect setting for our next demonstration.
Everyone give a warm welcome to Haiti. Say hi, Haiti.
Hi, Haiti. Welcome. Haiti was picked for her very impressive scream. So, Haiti, let's say you were face to face with Norman Bates. Let's all hear how you would scream!
Whoa! Impressive. Have you been murdered before? No?
No, wrong. As we saw in that fight earlier, stunt performers have to have a very high pain threshold. So my question is, do you?
Well, Haiti, do you?
Because this next demonstration involves movie blood. Does anyone know what Alfred Hitchcock used for movie blood in the original Psycho? Shout it out! Chocolate syrup!
Nicely done, way to go. See, Psycho was a black and white movie, so they could use chocolate syrup back then. But nowadays, movie blood does have to be much more realistic.
Thank you for giving us a hand.
Literally! Now remember, kids, do not try this at home, okay?
Try it at a friend's house.
Nice high five.
Put your right hand out over the table, palm up so you're right to that vein, okay? Ready? And...
Wait. Let's not use that dull machete, right?
No, I'm totally kidding. Not gonna use a machete, I have a sharper knife.
Perfect.
Take a look at the side screens, everyone, and scream on 380. 1, 2, 3! She's okay. It's scary though, I love it. This is a classic cinematic horror technique, a Hollywood blood knife. Take a look. This is a false blade with a cutout for Haiti's arm. Comes out of the handle like that. Meanwhile, I'm squeezing movie blood from this bowl back here so that it comes out of a tube right where the notch is, so it looks like it's bleeding right from her arm. Wasn't she amazing? Give it up for Haiti!
Yeah, round of applause. You killed it, Haiti. Oh, this is good. Oh, no. You know what? She's gonna take care of you. I got blood on my Nike pants. I gotta change.
Well, you're gonna love your next outfit. All right, Haiti, you can come with me this way. I promise you a photo. So if you want to get out your phone, set up the camera, I will take your picture. That's perfect. Yes, let me pose you with our classic Universal monsters. Your spotlight is right here. You can stand it. And on 3, let's hear that awesome scream one more time, okay? 1, 2, 3! Haiti, I'm so we can, take a look. Look at that, the next star of the Michael Myers movie. Give it up for Haiti, everybody. So far, we have shown you practical effects. Now, we're going to switch to visual effects, which are done in a computer, specifically motion capture. So to help me demonstrate motion capture, or mocap, welcome back my co-host, Ryan!
Yeah, this is happening.
Looking good, right?
Thank you, Susan.
Let's activate our perimeter sensors, please. The dots that are on his suit reflect light to our sensors, which then goes into our computer and captures all of their locations.
Sorry, sir. Okay.
What's happening back here?
Nothing. We should hurry up.
All right, let's see the capture on our screens down here. Now the computer connects the dots on his suit and creates the digital skeleton that you see. You can do a T-pose, right? Perfect. We always start with the T-pose to mark the beginning of each take. That way it's easier to go. Ryan?
Sorry. The suit is tight.
We can tell.
Okay.
Take your left hand, touch the tip of your nose for me. Great, and now your right hand. And let's do both arms one more time. We start with some simple movements so that we can calibrate our system. And you can relax your arms. Next, we do full body movements. Start with jumping jacks. Great, and a little bit you can just jog in place. So digital animators will start with the skeleton, then they can change the aspect ratio, add a wire frame on top. Finally, they can add skins. Using this technology, we can turn Ryan and his movements into anything that we want. So, Ryan, we've turned you into a cuddly, friendly teddy bear.
Oh, cuddly, friendly teddy bear.
But you're not just any teddy bear. You're the star of Universal's Ted.
Oh, sweet.
Yay! Wait inside a nightclub.
I got club moves.
Okay, you got any more, Ryan?
Oh, yeah, get ready. I got more.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, tell you what. Here's a little something for the ladies.
Oh, Ryan, channel Peter Ted.
Yo, sorry about that.
Ted, what do you think of the show so far?
That's why I watch these things. It's like a cool behind-the-scenes thing that you wouldn't know.
Thunder Buddies, Ted.
Thunder Buddies for life.
Aw, you made it, everybody. Give it up for Ted and Ryan.
We'll get ready for that finale.
Good idea. Fun fact, Seth MacFarlane had a modified mocap suit made by Phil Tippett Studios so that he could act and direct at the same time. Let's take a look at the genius behind Ted.
We were able to do Ted in a completely lifelike way and to use technology in a way that it really hasn't been used to date. What that technology does so well is it takes fantastical characters and makes them as realistic in movement as possible.
As far as technology has come with CGI and visual effects, some things just look better when they're real, like fire. Let's take a look at fire stunts in some Universal films. One of the most exciting and dangerous aspects of filmmaking is undoubtedly a fire stunt. And we're going to bring back out our top-notch stunt department to show you how they execute a live fire burn. Kara in the center is the performer we will be setting on fire. We have our coordinator, Carlos and Jay, acting as our safeties. Now, if you look at Kara's face, you may be wondering, is she so nervous that she's sweating profusely? That is protective fire gel she's got on all of her exposed skin areas. You may know what it's like if you miss a spot with sunscreen. Imagine if you missed a spot while on fire. Before we fuel, we check our extinguishers in case of an early ignition.
Susan, ready to fuel?
Copy.
Jay, you ready? Kara, you ready? Fueling.
At the completion of the shot, Kara will make her way to this fire blanket where she will be extinguished. At that point, we are looking for a thumbs up that she is okay. If Kara gives us a thumbs down, that is an alert to get our medical team involved. Now, it's at this point that I do need to stress, these are trained professionals, and they are using very special equipment. This is not the type of thing anyone should ever think about trying on their own. Kara is going to burn for 8 to 10 seconds. It may look like she's just wearing jeans and a shirt. She actually has several layers on underneath to keep her safe from the flames. Each one of those layers buys her just a little bit more time. Our coordinator is applying about 8 ounces of fuel. And we're just about at the last spot. So I'll leave it to our booth to set the lights in the house for the shot and our clock to 0 on the side screens. Everyone, please remain in your seats for the duration of the stunt. And whenever you're ready, Carlos.
Jay, you ready? Ready. Carrie, you ready? Ready. Stunts are ready?
Ready and action.
Lighting. You're lit.
12 seconds.
You're up.
She's okay, everybody! She went for over 16 seconds! Keeping going for our stunt coordinator, Carlos Reyes, our safety, Jay Huerto, and the woman we set on fire, Kara, go! Woo, done! Well, if you're not sure if that was real fire, if you're seated a little far away, ask the folks down here. Could we feel that that was real?
All right, Susan, let's go. I'm ready for this. Let's do the fire burn. Boom!
Ryan, we just did the live burn.
What?
You want to burn? You're lit.
Oh, it's so cold. Oh my goodness. It's so hot. It's cold. Back up, Kitty. Get out of here. Okay, I'm not there. Put me out. I don't want to do it.
You're out.
Yeah!
He's okay.
What an adrenaline rush.
Your first
Oh, it's
burn.
okay, little one. I'm perfectly fine.
Oh,
that baby's in shock.
Yes.
Oh, the adrenaline rush. I want to thank everybody, the whole crew, everyone up in the booth. Thank my co-host, our volunteers today.
Give it up for our volunteers, our family, the amazing scream of Katie, and that, our special effects stunt department, you, Ryan. Oh, we all made it happen together, Ryan.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yes, we did. We'll see you in the movies and have the best day ever at Universal Studios Hollywood.
The entertainment